Well, I don't know. I didn't say it. I'm just...
Dude, man, I really want racism to be over, so just so we can sing our favorite songs.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, please, like.
You either say nothing or I just sing nothing, which is annoying because there's no the rhythm. You're like, been counting me in. It's gonna be legit.
Sometimes I put the Spanish words that are the same, like puto or pendejo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm too white.
You could say degas, but it sounds too
no,
much.
it's too close.
People are gonna, yeah.
I'm gonna be.
Dude, like, if any racist out there watching, just stop it, dude. Like, really.
Oh, we just talked about the video that's going around in Germany where a bunch of rich pricks are singing like Ausländer raus, Ausländer raus.
You're right. This episode was recorded months ago. But we're trying to start a podcast here, and this takes way longer than we expected. So we're living in the past. We're going to catch up, but for now, bear with us. Enjoy the episode.
As like Deutschland and Germany to the Germany to the Germans, or like
I thought it was für Deutschen, like, or
den Deutschen is it's like
Deutschland, then Deutschland,
like Germany to the back to the Germans.
Okay,
or just to the Germans, which
dude,
we talked about. We're like, those are the people. If every Ausländer, like every immigrant, would actually be out of the country, daddy's money would just dry up today.
Yeah, daddy makes money exploiting Auslanders. Dude.
Yeah.
If there are no immigrants to exploit,
there's no one. Yeah.
His daddy can't pay for his champagne habit.
Oh my God.
Also, I do, like, maybe this is too political, but like, it's the typical thing that the right-wing party always like.
Yeah, it's too political.
All our problems are based on the immigrants. And it's like, no, it's because all politicians suck. Like, it has nothing to do, like...
Yeah, you know what I want? I would like a diss track from Kendrick towards those those German elitists. That would be awesome. Bro. Because you said like a champagne habit, like a champagne puppy.
Champagne puppy.
Diss track towards the German kids. Wow,
that's the thing I really want to get into when I'm when comedy's fully rolling. Like,
I thought you were about to say when comedy's fully over.
Fully over. When I'm done, when I quit, when I realize that it's just done, bro.
No, brother.
No, when I get super canceled. No, like, like I feel like so many politicians are just not ever so many. Like, all of them are so full of shit. And it's like, what? They need to get roasted, bro. Like,
that would be great.
The Green Party in Germany is like pro sending more bombs to Israel, and it's like, those are not green at all. Those have a lot of carbon emissions, brother. Like, what is the Green Party doing? Like,
that's funny enough. That's the early stages of comedy in Germany. Was that? It's cabaret, which is people mocking the politicians.
Dude, they suck. All of them.
Yeah, and that's what they did, and that's what like the people liked, because everybody, like, cabaret only works if you kind of know what the parties are about and what the political views are. So it really is the closest thing to the gesture mocking the king.
Yeah,
where like the all of the audience knows the political views of those people, and I mean, now it's evolving with like storytelling and more like actual stand-up, but cabaret is like a big thing of German culture.
Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely hard to do.
Oh, you got to be so informed.
And like, I don't want to do it to like, these guys, they thought raising taxes was gonna influence. No, like, I want to make it really like approachable, and like it's not even like complicated things. Like, they are doing the wrong thing. It's like, no, these motherfuckers are blaming immigrants for Germany's troubles when, I don't know, it's the stupidest shit in the world that has nothing to do. It's them being greedy, like, and it's super transparent.
Listen, Bruno, let's get Bruno into German comedy, into German cabaret.
Oh.
The problem is I think you would be lecturing.
No, like, I would.
Honestly, like the cabaret, if you this is your kind of thing,
nah, I can't.
It's funny. Like, I mean, just like the general, like the art form, you can make it work.
Have you heard of Bill Hicks? He's a comedian that died really young, but he was amazing for a while.
I heard the name rings a bell.
It's like 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Like, he had like a HBO half hour, like a genius.
Okay.
And he had like a joke about the Iraq War, which is like,
Let me just look it up.
Like a lot of Americans were like he was like, that's not a war, dude. A war is when two armies go.
Oh, of course I know Bill Hicks. Yeah.
Okay,
Dude,
yeah.
it's Rand in E minor.
Rant in E minor. I don't remember that one.
There's like an old album.
But yeah, he has this whole joke about how like people are like, yeah, no, but Iraq has the 5th biggest army. Oh yeah, that's the album.
Oh my god, dude, it's one of my favorite. Rand in E minor is one of the funniest albums. I was confused by that. I was like,
And he does political, but it's punchy as hell.
so good.
And like it's hilarious. So that's for me the kind of thing that I would like to like do at some point, because it's like,
Oh, that's
again,
so
like,
good.
you don't even have to get into the specifics. It's just like, it doesn't take a genius to understand that the U.S. Army versus the Iraq Army is like a massacre, bro.
Oh, it's so fun. That's one of my favorite. I was about to quote that. That's one of my favorite bits when he's like, when people are like, oh, like when the American government is like, well, they have army, they have
Yeah, the 5th biggest army.
and they have military equipment. Yeah, because we sold it to them, and then they're like, oh, America won a war with this. Yes, 100 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the
he was
best.
like, he goes like, yeah, actually Iraq has the 5th biggest army in the world. And he's like, yeah, but after number 1, there's a big drop off.
Yeah,
Like number 6 is the Salvation Army.
yeah, it's so funny. He's so good. Also, like another, it's also from this album when he's like, if you're an artist and you do a commercial, you're off the artistic roll call forever. Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh, dude,
Damn.
you gotta
we can't
listen.
do commercials anymore.
you
Daddy says we can't.
Oh,
do
you gotta
commercials.
listen to the album. It's so.
Okay, I need to listen
It's
to it.
so funny. It's so funny.
Oh man. But yeah, no. Deutschland and Deutschen, bro.
Bill Higgs.
Ausländer raus, Ausländer.
The thing-
it's catchy as f-
Oh, I was about to say it's a catchy song.
Bro, honestly, I want the Auslanders to, including myself, we all raus, which is leave, basically,
Yeah, yeah.
or go away. We all leave for like one day.
Make it a week. I mean, well, after a week,
dude, one day, they're gonna be like, Auslander, come back.
Ausländer rein, Ausländer rein. Without you, Germany kann nicht sein. Ist nicht so gut. Wir haben Hunger. We don't have champagne and somebody. It's so bad. It's
Auslander, come back. Any kind of fool could see.
it's gonna be them like a school video. Them on a stage getting filmed, like shaking. Ausländer rein. It's oh man. I saw it yesterday. On LinkedIn. I was
They
like,
put it on LinkedIn. God damn.
LinkedIn was roasting them as well.
Okay, that's good.
It's the only I deleted most of my social medias.
Bro, all the startups. Imagine German startups without Indians to code for them,
It,
bro.
it would be impossible.
Bro, every app would crash today. Like, it would crash as soon as the Indians cross the border and it's like kaput, bro.
you report something in an app and the ticket just goes on the server. Nobody can actually.
Dude, imagine Germans dealing with German customer support, bro.
Oh man, that's a white-on-white crime.
Germany is the only country that they're not like, I wish the customer support wasn't Indian. They're like, thank God for Indians.
If I had it today when
Imagine you do German customer support that is like, have you read the instructions completely? Read the manual, you fucking idiot.
yeah, exactly. You did not read the 700 pages. Of course you have questions, you idiot. Oh my god, I had it today in the train when I was like, Jesus. Sometimes, like, as Germans, we're weird people. No, it's just annoying because I left the train and we were still in the train. It was like one station more to go. And then the train was just like, oh yeah, like this is the last station. You all got to get off. And we all went off. And there was a German family and they just were ranting towards each other. Well, all these idiots didn't get that this was the last station and now they're getting off. And it's like, who cares, man? It's like,
they're getting
that
pissed
you did not read the sign 6 stations ago, you idiots. I'm like, God, man, just relax. Take a chill pill. Have some currywurst.
Deutschlander raus.
Deutschland.
Leave us your country. Deutschlander.
Where would Germans go if they had to leave?
Oh, they would.
Oh, they would go. I can tell you where. Take a guess. I can tell you where they would go.
I think half would go to Nordic
Argentina?
countries.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. The productive Germans would all go to like Norway, Sweden, and shit.
Yeah.
And all the fuckboy Germans would go to Argentina.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Because I used to like organize activities for exchange students in South America, and a lot of Germans. And you could see some of those Germans were like, this is where I'm supposed to be. Like they had found their people. Like a lot of Germans were like, this is fun, but I need to leave. They were like, I can't deal with the chaos. I can't deal with people being 1 hour late to everything.
Yeah.
Like I can't deal with South America. And some Germans were like, finally. Finally, nobody gives a shit about the rules. And
The shackles of rules have been released.
dude, they were like, these Germans were like, I love it. And like a lot of them like either come back and stay, or they start dating a Latina, and
then it's done. Yeah, well,
they make their own little South America, like in Germany and shit. But it's like, dude, I was the same when I came here, dude. I was like, people are on time to places.
Yeah.
Like fucking like, you say 12 and you mean 12, or maybe max. Dude, here when I arrive 10 minutes late, I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. In Peru, if I'm arrived 10 minutes late, I need to wait for 30 minutes for the person to fucking come, dude. And then I get pissed. So it's, oh man, this is Switzerland. When I was in Switzerland, I was like, this is Mecca, bro.
I love it, man.
Alhamdulillah, the whole thing, bro. It was like trains on time.
Schweizer nach Deutschland. Schweiz.
Dude, I was talking to my colleagues because some of them, or most of them are Swiss. And I was like, dude, just copy a little bit of Switzerland. It's like right next to, like, because I love Germany, huge fan. Like German culture, the Germans, except the racist ones. Even some of the racist ones are pretty chill because they don't discriminate me too much. But I'm like, Switzerland is right there, dude. Just copy a little bit of Switzerland.
Yeah.
Like just if this place was like 10% more like Switzerland, especially in like organizational shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, bro, I would love it. Yeah.
No, that would be great.
But I think line for Swiss people.
Imagine if Switzerland just bought Germany.
Honestly, I would be happy with it.
That would be great.
Dude, I would like pay the Swiss government to take care of us. If they tell us like, dude,
Is a subscription thing?
yeah, it's a subscription thing, you gotta subscribe to I would subscribe, bro. I would fucking.
You're under Swiss rule if you pay the monthly subscription of 200 euros.
Dude, because they don't even pay. They pay like 20% taxes. They pay like, oh, dude, it's all heavenly, bro.
Yeah, man. Who would have thought you can run a great country if you're rich and you're like 7 people?
Dude, they're not that. How many people is Switzerland? Like,
Oh, I have no idea.
I feel like it should be like 5 million or something.
I couldn't even ballpark it. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, you're half Swiss.
I
bro.
know, but like it's more like a vibe, half Swiss. Like the
Vibe. It's just for the vibe.
It's just for
haircut.
the privilege, really.
You only got the haircut and
just
the
to get
skin
away
color.
with this haircut. I need a haircut so bad, it's crazy, and I always go to the same.
You need to go to my dudes, bro. You need
Wait,
to-
but you got the fade and everything. I want to keep it a bit longer now. I want to be.
I was thinking about it, but then like every time it gets kind of long, and I want the boys in the comments. It's such high maintenance, and every time I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get more into fashion, and then I'm like, this requires effort. Like this requires effort that I don't know if I give a shit about. The nice thing about this haircut, it looks good.
And it's quick.
It's quick, dude. It takes me like less than a minute to like comb my hair with this shit.
Yeah.
And like when I was having long hair, it was like
I don't even know what I wanted to look up. Oh yes,
Swiss
Switzerland.
population. So I like, and it's the same with a lot of this shit. Like my flatmate was telling me, I want to wear more shirts, like shirts.
How much did you say?
5 million.
It's 9.
9, dude. 9 is, and Switzerland is way smaller than Germany.
Way smaller.
The thing with the Swiss, bro, is that they have small governments. Like it's all local, you know. It's very federate, fucking, you know.
Yeah.
And then you can fuck up your city if you want, and it doesn't fuck up the whole country.
That's true.
So the Appenzell, for example, people don't know this. Appenzell is broke as shit for Swiss standards. Like, did you know this?
There's a lot of rumors about Appenzell. that there's a lot of incest going on.
Yeah. So this is like it's facts though.
That's why it's broke.
Because this is the place that didn't want women to be able to vote in Switzerland, and like the most like fucked up part of Switzerland. But it doesn't bring the whole country down. They just bring themselves down, and the rest of Switzerland kind of brings them up. So you got like them being the brokest in Switzerland.
Bruno is the most fanboy-ish of the Swiss government and the voting system. I've never had anyone weird out about this as much as Bruno.
Bro, it's you. The thing is, when you live in I lived in Switzerland for a year. When you live in perfection, you are like, this is how it's supposed to be. Like, this is just, except how boring they are.
But that's the price, and I think that's a human thing. Where if things are good, we're not meant for good, because like if things are too good, we start to self-sabotage out of it, because we want a little bit of novelty, we want a little bit of adventure, we want a little bit of striving towards something.
Yeah, but there's a balance.
Of course, like, but that's what everybody wants. You want the like nice and safety, and then you venture out, and
that's the thing. I wouldn't mind us being a more fucked up Switzerland, but a little bit more Switzerland. You know?
I mean,
like I don't want to have like a fucking medical ruling over us for 20 years and being a mid politician. But like in Switzerland, do you even know who was president the last? Dude, they got 7 presidents.
I was about to say, yeah,
they got 7 presidents, and they
change
change all the time. And like
this is in every episode we need to have 5 minutes of
7 bro.
7 presidents of Bruno Mazzini.
Bro, it's just like, it's the good shit, bro. It's the good shit. And then
I wanted to show you something else.
Because that's the thing. If you become a little more Switzerland, it's not like you're gonna have all the fucked up things that they did for money.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna really become like there's no way for Germany to store the World War II gold, you know? So it would become a little better, but we would still have all our drug addicts and all our artists and all this shit that Swiss people can't do. Because they're too Swiss to be drug addicts.
See, you need a little bit of chaos.
Dude, I always tell people, like, the more chaos, the more fun.
Yeah, but then shit falls apart.
And this is why Brazil is the most fun country in the world, but also it's just insane. Like,
next episode we'll be live streaming from Brazil.
Brother.
I would like to go to South America at some point. But I feel like it's more fun if you have a little bit of money.
Honestly,
is it more fun?
A little bit of money can get you a long way in South America.
Yeah.
So it's not like,
how much savings would you save for like a 1 month party trip to South America?
Whoa.
How much is the flight?
The flight would
probably
be
1K.
1K, a little less depending on how in advance you buy it.
Okay. So 2K total.
No, 1K round trip.
No, I mean, but like you 1K to get there and then 1K to just travel around for a month, or is that?
Yeah, that would be like hostels and shit.
Yeah, that's what I would go for.
But for a month, yeah, 2K. I think I haven't checked in a while, but I remember like going to hostels in Peru and like them being like max 10 euros a night.
That's cool.
So then not 10, 10 euros a night, 15 max, I think. So then if you make that 30 days.
That's super cheap, 300 euros.
Let's say 450 for all your accommodation and parties and then like internal transport and things like that. So yeah, I think 2K or a little more would be a month of like good shit.
Interesting.
And
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Imagine if we go for a month and just party. And would that I don't know, like at this point, if this would be interesting, if we just vlog an entire month of partying in Brazil. It's probably going to be one vlog until we arrive and the first hangover, and then it's just no vlogs. Another month of partying.
It would be too entertaining. That's the problem. Like, especially Brazil. I think it depends on where you go, because if you want to like get to know places and stuff like that, you're gonna go to like to towns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there it's not the same. But if you're in any major city in Brazil, you can party nonstop from Sunday to Sunday, day and night, like literally nonstop, and it's too fun as well.
And I think honestly, there's a thing in Germany where young Germans used to like go to Australia, like a gap year thing. Do you do this as well?
No, that's a rich country.
That's a rich. It's also ridiculous, like to find themselves, like get out of here. And I never did it honestly because I also was afraid that I'm not gonna come back. I didn't go to Australia because I was like, I think if I go there and do like a surf shop, like a workshop, I'm gonna be like, why would I ever go back to Germany if I just?
It's hard to stay. Like you can do the year, you can do even 2 years, but afterwards,
I mean, you can surf in other places. I could do the same thing in Portugal.
Yeah, you know what I've thought about? Australia pays so well that like doing a gap year there and like fucking working as a waiter, you can make more money than in Berlin, like working in an office and some shit like that. So I've been like, dude, I should just live in Melbourne for a year, fucking serving coffee and saving a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
But I don't know. Like South America trip would also be interesting.
that would be crazy.
The only problem would be a month of no shows, you would fucking go into remission, bro. You'd go and like, you know.
But I would set up shows there.
Yeah, I know
I
you
would do
would.
hostel shows.
I know you would.
I would have nothing in my back except for two underwears and a speaker and a mic.
The thing is, you would be hungover as shit. You would.
Is the hangover? How's the alcohol situation in South America? Is the hangover bad? How's the alcohol quality?
Oh, we mostly drink liquor, like spirits. Like
Okay.
It's
No beer, no mixers.
you can do no.
A lot of
with
mixers.
but
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
like so caipirinha basically is cachaça, which is like a Brazilian alcohol, which is as strong as vodka, let's call it.
Yeah.
With like sugar, mint leaves, I forget which kind of leaves, crushed up, and that's it, dude. Like
Yeah, that's a mojito, no?
no, that's a caipirinha. And
Caipirinha.
this is it with ginger ale. I forget.
But
it's
those
like
are very similar.
a lot of sugar
Yeah.
and a lot of alcohol.
But that's what's killing you the next
Yeah,
day.
it's
The sugar
heavy.
is the bad thing.
and the night, like you can still keep going because that's the vibe, dude. And it's weird.
And I love it, man.
'Cause
This
now-
summer party,
Dude,
vibe.
dude, now I like have hangovers and shit. But dude, when I went to Brazil,
You don't have hangovers,
brother, I was
because you're in heaven.
Brother.
You're listen to this.
dude. They have, you know what acai is? So it's Brazilian actually. It's from the
Yeah.
Amazon. So it's like this thing here. It's like, oh my god, acai bowl. Like it's like
Yeah.
Here's like a trendy thing. There you can get it like in a fucking cart in the street, like a bowl with like, and it's like it is like superfood. Like it's so healthy. It has all the vitamins, all the antioxidants, all this shit.
And you just
And it tastes like ice cream. So, dude, I was waking up hungover as shit in Brazil. The first thing I would like beeline to the first acai I could get. This shit is like superfood, like the most healthy thing. Like nothing, just pure energy.
Yeah.
And dude, I would revive, and I would be like,
I'm ready.
let's go. And also,
Oh man, I'm fired up. I really want to start drinking now. For me, I don't know what it is. I feel like it's the summer.
let's do let's go to Sus tonight.
Yeah, come on now.
Because I'm gonna close the late show at the wall. So
Oh, well, who's running the late show?
Anna.
Let me shoot Anna a little text.
God damn, look at this thirsty man.
Because we got a show tonight as well. Me and the homie.
The homie.
And
shout out Uni.
Uni.
Shout out Habib boy.
And let's go party, man. I'm honestly, I feel like I haven't partied enough the last couple of days. Not days. The last couple of years. We've been grinding it out, a lot of shows, but no real rock star lifestyle. We didn't really party. We didn't, well, drugs I'm not a big fan of because I'm afraid I might love them. But
Yeah, I am disappointed in your drug habit a little bit, actually. In your lack of, I think, and I would tell you to
Let me
do
actually just text.
to do something I have done, because sometimes Louis looks at me and he kind of thinks I'm reckless. He thinks I'm a little bit of a wild man. He doesn't understand that every single drug I've taken in my life, except the one time I got dosed with MDMA.
by yourself.
No.
Oh no.
Like when
What are you doing to me?
Dude, one time I went to my first rave during the day. It
Yeah.
was like pretty cool. And raves are like more of a thing in Peru. Like they're not as common. They're like, wow, you went to a rave? When you're a kid especially. No.
Oh, yeah.
But I went to the first one and I saw a friend, like he had like a group of people from my high school. They weren't really close friends, but they were guys I knew. And they had bought a bottle of rum and they were like pouring themselves drinks. It's very common there. And so I go up to one of my friends. I'm like, hey man, can I have a drink? And he was like, sure, like finish the one I'm drinking. And I finish it, and he goes, by the way, it has MDMA.
Oh.
And it didn't have a lot, so it was fine. It was like I didn't get super high. I just got a nice boost of energy, and I danced for a really long time. It was great.
But that's just crazy. A friend. Like,
Yeah, no, he was, again, that's why I'm like a guy I knew, not really a friend.
yeah.
But beside that moment, every single drug I've taken, dude, I read papers, like scientific papers and shit like that. I wasn't like, I was like,
See, I think that's the main difference because you're a big research guy and I'm more of a vibe guy, and I don't like to like.
yeah, but the vibe around drugs is like what your parents have taught you. So if you,
And that's the annoying thing.
Or
Like
it's the cunts that take fucking ketamine 7 days a week. So you like in your head, if you take drugs once, you're gonna end up ketamine 7 nights a week. No, dude, like,
But I'm a winner, man. If I do something, I finish it. I'm like,
dude, take it, and that's the cool thing.
take some drugs,
Take
and
it,
then
like,
you judge.
It depends on the drug. Like, there's some drugs I'm just not a fan of. But dude, like, I remember the first time I smoked weed, and I was like, holy shit, society or like, yeah, conservative people are just dumb as shit. Like, this idea in Peru, it's like, if you smoke weed, you are doing drugs. You know, you're like
an addict.
you're an addict. Like,
That's the other problem I have with Berlin is that whatever you do in Berlin, you'll always find someone who does something worse. So you're like, oh, I'm not that bad.
yeah, but that's the thing. That's why
it's a
research
sliding
is
scale.
important. That's why
Yeah.
research, because you don't guide yourself by why the people around you say, but like you guide yourself by like facts, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, personally, I'm like, dude, if you do shrooms like once every 3 months or even a little more often or shit like that, you are getting a lot of benefits out of it. Very low risk. There's always a risk with drugs. Very, like, depending on the drug, it's very low, but there's always a risk. But yeah, you can get a lot of benefit out of it and not do it all the fucking time, you know?
Yeah.
And some people also
Have
do
you ever
it all
done
the-
mushrooms though?
Yeah, I love it.
You really?
Big
How
fan.
is it? How is it? I always.
Big fan, bro. Big fan. I don't know. Like, I've only done it twice, and the second time it didn't hit. Like,
Okay.
it's mushrooms is a lot of like a setting thing. And I had a friend that really wanted to do something that I didn't want to do. He wanted to go outside, and the rest of the group, we wanted to stay inside and kind of. We were in a lake in Switzerland, and we wanted to just chill. And he insisted, and I kept being like, no, and it just was so annoying that it kind of
Ruined the trip.
yeah, and it didn't ruin it in that it like I was just like so focused on managing that I wasn't like enjoying it, you know.
Yeah, I see.
So that's an interesting thing that happens with like mushrooms. It's harder to measure a dose. Also, it's a plant. So, well, not a plant. It's a mushroom, but you know what I mean. It's not something that's like out of a lab. So it's harder to measure that. But the first time I did it, like, dude, it was fucking great. I don't know. It feels like you. This is the way I see it. Like this is the world, and you're always here. You're always looking at it from this perspective.
Okay.
And it's like, it's still you. It just moves you to another side, and you can see
A new angle.
a new angle of the world. And you're like, holy fuck, like this is, I can still, I know I'm being myself.
Yeah.
I know that like this makes sense. Like this, it's my same brain that's doing this. I have a completely new perspective, you know?
Interesting. And then you leave the thing, and then you're like, I just didn't know I had. But then it's a new thing for me. It's like, okay, let's say you get this new perspective, and it's really enlightening. Don't you want to do it again and find out if there's another perspective you haven't thought of?
You want to, that's the thing. You want to, if you take it seriously, and if you, like, for example, someone who we both know, who we trust.
Okay.
I'm not going to say his name, but I think you know who I mean.
Yeah.
He used to do mushrooms all the time. Not all the time, but kind of often to get insight. And he told me, but I don't do it anymore because I feel like I got all those lessons out, and it's not that useful for me anymore.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Like, if you really are doing it to get these lessons, you do it,
And at some point you'll feel like
and then you implement. Because it's not like you just get the enlightenment and then you
then it's done.
it changes your life. No, you got to learn how to live with that. Okay.
Yeah, let's just wrap up this episode.
Okay.
And then we'll just do another one.
So
We're
wait, no.
rolling.
Before we wrap up, so
Yeah. Learnings.
are you thinking about doing drugs?
I'm not going to do drugs.
Fuck.
And this is the other thing, man, because this is the real issue. The real issue, my mom, her drug policy was you can do whatever, just do it at home. I can't stop you. If you want to do it, you'll do it anyways.
She made it boring for you.
Yeah, and she ruined drugs for me. I wanted to do drugs. I wanted to. A lot of comedians have a great bits about this when it's like, I want to rebel, but I don't know what you don't want me to do.
Yeah.
And she was like, if you want to take drugs, go ahead, knock
Yeah,
yourself
but
out.
rebel by doing them outside of the house.
I mean, but that's the thing. It was like, she's giving you all the leeway. And at that point, you see her point of view. It's like, dude, if you want to do the drugs, just like be safe about it.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing, and that's why I told you do research, because every time I've done drugs, it's been with like, again, not every time, not 100%, but most of the times, if not, yeah, okay.
For me,
like when I did mushrooms,
Yeah,
like I was with people that had done them bunch of times before. I read a bunch of papers about it. I like, so it was not with my mom, because my mom, what would she say? But it was in a safe environment,
For me, the thing is,
do drugs.
if you, I've
Guys,
seen
in the comments below,
should we
tell
do
the-
drugs? Should we not do drugs?
He should.
If this video gets 7 likes, no, I'm gonna take. This is the thing, man. I've never seen, or at least from my point of view, a lot of people that take drugs and are winners. It's very rare.
That's such a.
At least in my circle. At least maybe. Like,
There's literally documentaries on Netflix about this, about like a shit ton of like famous, successful.
you know who did drugs? Hitler. Hitler was a big drug fan. Bruno, is that what you want me to become?
You know who's-
All Deutschland in Deutschen. Is that what you want, Bruno?
You know who does drugs?
Yeah, hit me.
J. Cole.
Well,
You know who does drugs? Kendrick Lamar. You know who does drugs? Drizzy, the certified pedophile.
See, this is what I mean. You're spinning the wheel. If like the drug people, like, what do you find? I don't know, man. I am.
How many sober people suck, bro?
Yeah.
You're always gonna find successful people that do a thing and
For me, it's the ratio, and I know a lot more people that are taking a lot of drugs.
What's your favorite comedian? Drugs. Literally, whatever your favorite comedian is, drugs.
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
What does he take?
Bill Burr for sure has done like
Maybe
weed.
he's done like
a lot of weed. Not a lot, but
A lot of weed.
a bunch of weed. Kevin Hart, weed. Dave Chappelle, weed. Patrice O'Neal, probably weed, and definitely coke. Mark Norman and the Joe List. Well,
just
Joe
alcoholics.
List is sober now, but like Mark Norman.
They've okay.
Anyway, drugs.
Guys, we're gonna take this is we're gonna take drugs. No, we're not. Man, Bruno might be. We'll see in the next episode who did what, and I'll see you next time. We see you next time.
Deutschland and Deutschland.
Okay, no thank you. All right.